Welcome to the Heart's Divine Dance. I'm your host, Bonnie Morrow. I'm a heart activator, a healer, mystic, and channel, guiding women back to their truth and power through quantum energetics and embodiment. This is a space for you to reconnect with your soul's wisdom and divine love. Each week, you will receive transmissions, rituals, and heart-led practices to guide you back home to yourself. Let this be your sacred space for deep healing and reconnection with your true self. Hello, Radiant Soul. I am so excited to start this podcast. Welcome to the very first episode of The Heart's Divine Dance. And in this first episode, I really want to share the story of how all of this started. And I am currently writing a book about it, and I would love to share an excerpt from my book. As I walked up the hill, I felt as though my heart was going to beat out of my chest. This looming feeling had been with me for months now. I knew I was about to die. For months, I had tried my best to ignore this, even though it was sending me into a deep place of fear. Each time I started to feel this way, I would push through, distract myself, numb myself, anything I could do to disassociate from the thought of my own mortality. This time was different. I was tired of running and tired of fighting the inevitable. I was ready to give up. When I got to the top of the hill, I stood there and looked around me. It was dusty and dark. I knew where I was, but my surroundings weren't registering. I was filled with panic, and I knew I couldn't fight it anymore. There was a pulsation of energy moving through me, calling me. I was going to die, and this was the final moment. My soul was tired. I sat down on the ground to rest. It was in that moment that I realized that nothing outside of myself could save me. So, I lay down in the dirt and surrendered. If this is how I go, then so be it, I thought. I closed my eyes, and waves of energy continued to wash over me. I felt my awareness moving towards my breathing. It was slow and deep, moving in sync with the waves of energy. And then slowly, my breath disappeared. There were no thoughts or feelings, no sounds, no smells, no tastes. I sensed nothing. I was no longer in my body. I was simply awareness. Then, suddenly, I saw a golden light shining out of my heart. It was glimmering and magnificent, unlike anything I had ever seen. I dove into the golden light, and I found my awareness moving through an endless, golden, spiraling tunnel of light. I call it a tunnel because it was something that I moved through like a tunnel, but it wasn't a tunnel at all. It was a never-ending continuum of exquisite, golden, white light. I moved effortlessly in and out of varying parts of the spiraling tunnel. It was a boundless and beautiful experience. And the understanding that came with it was profound. This golden energy contained everything, all that is and all that be. In that moment, I understood very clearly that everything exists within this spiraling golden energy. Everything is energy, and this energy is love. You can call it God, the universe, spirit, source, higher consciousness, whatever nomenclature you prefer. Whatever it is, of this I became certain. It is pure, divine love. And since everything, everyone, and every place is a part of this divine energy, everything is divine and everything is love. You are divine. You are love. It was with this realization that I then had a choice. Stay and merge with this gorgeous golden light, or return to my body and life. I knew I had more to experience within this lifetime, and so I chose to go back. The moment that I made that decision, I felt my lungs take a deep breath in, and I opened my eyes. When I sat up and looked around, everything was different. This was an excerpt from my book, which is a work in progress, and I will be sharing more of it as I go along. This moment was the beginning of a series of events that inspired me to write my book and to start a movement to return to divine love. This is my soul's mission in this lifetime, to activate people into remembering who they are on a soul level and reconnect with divine love. This podcast is an offering from my heart to support you in your journey of soul remembrance. Thank you so much for joining me in the first episode of The Heart's Divine Dance. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. And if this episode made you feel something, please share it in a review. If you'd like to connect, follow me on Threads and Instagram. The links will be included in the show notes. Until next time, sending so much love.